Damn, I already forgot the name of this thing. Yep, I already forgot it. But ghosts. So yeah, I'm gonna make this a really quick thing because I was gonna go on Facebook Live. I'll probably go on Facebook Live next, and I'll publish this video. Publish this quick video, saying what I gotta say, preaching what I gotta preach. So yeah, so hello everyone. Good afternoon. So in order, like I don't have any notes or anything, but the vision. I'll talk to you about vision. And like when you're smoking weed, right? When you're smoking weed, vision can be it is different. You know what I mean? Well, it's different as to say that is to say that when you smoke weed, it kind of like messes up. It kind of changes how you start seeing things. It starts, you start changing how you start seeing things. Like physically, it starts physically changing it. And then when then once shit is physically changed, you start physically seeing shit, you start feeling things differently. You know what I mean? Your subconscious, your subconscious starts telling you, starts communicating to you differently. That's a whole fact. So I want to talk about drugs, right? I want to talk about using drugs. Okay. So this is how I talk about using drugs. I'm talking about using drugs, right? That's a topic. It's a thing where you have water. You got water, fruits, vegetables, nuts and grains. You got water, fruits, vegetables, nuts and grains, right? So that means no sugar. No sugar, because notice I said using drugs. So all of those things, it's funny because I said using drugs. All of those things is literally the only thing. If it's not water, and water can have drugs in it, but if it's not water, if it's not a fruit, if it's not, I didn't know that. So I didn't know that to myself to be true, but I feel like that's true. If it's not water, if it's not fruit, if it's not a vegetable, if it's not a nut or a grain, then there's got to be like a drug. So when someone says drugs, right, when a group of people say drugs, that's, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. Because if it's not water, if it's not fruits, it's not a vegetable, you know what I mean? And it has things in it. It has like, it's a mixture. But a banana is sugar. A banana isn't sugar, it has sugar in it. But banana is a fruit. Fruits have sugar. But you know what I mean? Like, so anyway, so sugar is a drug. Sugar it's addictive. It's mad addictive. So yeah, so because things that's like these are foods. None of these foods are drugs. Water, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains. All right, so and that and the last thing. So yeah, so hold on, let me get something. We'll be right back. All right, that was quick. I thought I had to walk really far, but no. So yeah, so foods the foods that we eat, we consume, it could be teachers. So for me right now, I didn't know this, but I asked I asked to learn to become more knowledgeable about the use of flour. You know what I mean? Because like I wanted to know how, you know what I mean. Like if I go and spend, if I go outside and get a pie, if I spend $12 on a pie, and basically all I'm eating is a whole bunch of flour. Anyway, I want to know how can I go home? How can I go home or go from the store and do this myself? So I didn't know this, but like flour is a very tough teacher. It's a very tough teacher. Um, I work with flowers. I work with different types of flowers, but I never work with ground flour. So you know what I mean? Like I've been cooking a lot. I've been cooking for a long time, and I never use flour like that. I use like I don't know. Like I use like just regular. I use like regular flour, but this is like a gram wheat flour. Just still flour. It's like it's only thing different is that instead of it being like bleached, like the type that like um, this regular like whole bleach flour, like this the type of if you had to go get flour and you didn't know what type of flour you were getting, you would probably end up getting the right one because that's just like the basic shit. So like that, and that's the only way I can really explain it to you. It's just all-purpose flour. So, but like it's like if I use that, I kind of know how it's gonna come out tasting. I'm using like a different type of brand. It's a whole brand. It's like a new brand. It's like a brand new company, even though they've been around since like the beginning of America. Like since the creation of America, they've been around. Okay. So I really don't know, but you know what I mean. So this is so basically. So long story short, I've been eating like soupy, like really soupy meals. You know what I mean? Like it's been eating like a lot of stew and a lot of soupy meals, and not that good. They've been, I mean, like they're alright, but you know what I mean. But I just didn't. Being that I didn't know what I was doing, being that I didn't know what I was doing, I didn't really know how to decorate. You know what I mean? Decorate the stew or whatever. But then I looked it up, and then you know what I mean. They said you gotta like whisk it. When you get the flour inside there, you gotta whisk it. Um, if you add too much flour, it will kind of like turn into like a little pancake mixture on you while it's cooking, especially if it's like if you're not mixing it. That's why it says you gotta mix it, because so that way you want the same consistency. You don't want it to get like congealed, clumpy. You don't want it to be like all clumpy on you. So that's why you mix it up. You stir it up really good, and it just what it does is it thickens it. And then what I like to do, after you add in all your ingredients, I like to add a little bit of coriander would be good. You can add curry flavor, curry spice. Um, you can add Jamaican curry to it. Yeah, Indian curry. I use a Jamaican curry. But Indian curry is kind of spicy though. And it has like a different color. But it's basically it's really good. It's a soup. You dress it up, and if you get really good at it, it's like you're gonna be. It's like you're saving like a whole lot of money because like in Whole Foods and whatever, those soups cost like a whole lot of money. Like all when you go to like Alban Pain or Alban Pond, spending like spending like $7 for like a eight ounce little soup, and it's got like all these little. It's got like a gajillion things, and it's got onions. It's got onions, but I want to talk about too. It's like it's also funny because like like again like the foods that we eat and flour does come from a flour. It comes from a wheat. So it's a wheat kernel. It's a kernel that comes off the wheat, and You know, like when you chuck it, it gives up like a little husk. It's like sunflower seeds. I know I'm giving you mad details, but I'm gonna give you mad details. But it's like so you know it's a sun. It's like a sunflower seed. It's like it has a husk or a hull, and um so yeah, that's where it comes from. You know, sun. It's like a flower. I'm sorry, I'm trying to roll this. It's like a flower. It comes from nature. It's organic. It's natural. But what's really cool about it is that the flower. I feel like the flower is like a lot of symbolism because um, it's a lot of symbolism in it. Because right now, you know, it's hot. It's always hot. It's always summertime. And every summer has always been like this. I remember even as a kid. You know what I mean? Ring around the rosy pockets. So you know what I mean? I remember, and basically, and it's actually in the song itself. The story is embedded in the song. You know, the rings around the rosies. You know, because during the summertime, man, a lot of people just suffering because it just be too hot. Like the sun is really just like on a mission, just killing niggas, giving niggas sunburn, giving niggas, you know, skin cancer and skin diseases out here and shit. And this is an old song. This is like, but every around this time of year, every year I should say, or every year around this time of year, or every time of year around this time of year. You know what I mean? So you see, it's not because people stink. It's not. It can't be because people smell. The roses, the roses was like a double meaning. The roses, and I didn't know it was gonna be this long, my explanation. But the roses to me, like the roses, like whenever you see flowers, it has a double meaning. The flowers doesn't symbolize like. I think to me it symbolizes death. Like you know what I mean? It's kind of like being in the oasis, being like in the desert. I've been seeing like flowers on designs like it feels like the last 4 months now. That's what everyone's wearing. But at the same time, it's also like to me, it's like a I don't know, it's like an unspoken conspiracy that no one talks about. Oh, can you hear me? It's like an unspoken conspiracy that no one talks about. You know, it's like the flowers. You know, then there's all the whole population thing, like because we're at a population imbalance. So you know what I mean? Like if they were supposed to be like, say like in a classroom across America, this would be like 20 kids in every single class. Like there's some classes where there's only like 3 students. It's only some classes where there's only like 3 students and they really can't conduct class on in those, and it's true, a lot of schools is closing down. So, they group everyone together to make it seem like, okay, well, it's a lot of people, but you know, it really is not. It's just people in that one areas. I mean, outside of that, I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of like goofing off as far as this topic is, but I don't know where I went. But flower is a great teacher. So I've been seeing flowers, cooking with flour. I've been getting kind of tight though because I've been like I don't like eating like soup all the time, but like I love making it. Like when you have like a good planned soup. So maybe that's just what I need. Let's need plan a soup ahead. Yeah. So that's my video, guys. Just wanted to bring to you. So I learned in August, learned how to make some crazy ass stew, learn how to use flour. Hopefully I'll continue how to like at least do pancakes or something because I'm craving for some pancakes and some flowers or something. All right, I'll talk to you later.